disconnected. I don't know how that happened. So whoever was here, just come back and watch live again. I guess reload your page. Sorry about the disconnect. I have no idea how that happened. But I thought I'd be having a day off. Instead, there is a snowstorm brewing. I guess because of the schools being closed. I've been granted the day off. I don't know how I'm still awake. Really don't have an idea. I have no idea how am I still awake. I don't know how I'm still awake. But I'm awake. But once again, whoever was here, just let me know that you're back. Sorry about the disconnect. So the newest subscribers, thanks again, guys. Thanks again for the love. I appreciate it. I am tired as shit right now. So if I look like a zombie, I feel like a zombie right now. I'll wait a while. Look, someone actually still chatting. Let me let whoever this is know that I am back. Hey, thanks again for the like. I appreciate it. Just let me know who are the returning viewers. I got disconnected. My apologies. I don't know how that happened. But fly kicks. If you're here to answer your question, let me read your question first of all. Don't get why they so stuck on him. I got two live streams going on. Oh shit. Is there one now? So to read Fly Kick's question, don't get why they're uh so stuck on him. Him as in Roman Reigns. And guys like Ziggler are pushed to a low level. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Um, it's a lot of guys that in my opinion, like I said, we don't run the company, but through observation, we know what we want and what we like, but they don't care what we want. They don't care what we like. Um, that's just how the ball bounces. That's just how the corporate machine works. Um, who gives a damn what we like? You know, they want to do what's best for business. What can grant them more moolah, more money? Just like CM Punk said, he's just a spoke in the wheel. When he's gone, the wheel is gonna keep on turning, and that's all it is. Watching the WrestleMania, Wrestle Kingdom broadcast in the Japanese commentary, which is so much better than American commentary. I wonder if I could still be seen with the light off. Nope. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Absolutely. Um. Yeah. I can definitely do that for you guys. I can definitely do that for you guys. I have to get my equipment. All of my stuff is in storage, and I gotta get my equipment for you guys so I can do some more wrestling videos for you guys. I play a lot of wrestling games. I would love to stream Wrestle Kingdom 2 for you guys for PlayStation 2. I like to stream some Fire Pro Wrestling for you guys. Some WWF No Mercy from my MacBook. Stream it to you guys. Um, Definitely, I would like to do that. Let me see if you guys can still see me. Because I'm really gonna like legit lay down and do this stream if you guys don't mind. Oops, sorry guys. But I legit wanna like lay down because I'm so tired. But if you guys wanna hang out with me, it's totally fine. Like, I'm really gonna lay down and do this stream. This is fucking awesome. But yeah, definitely, man. If you guys enjoyed the wrestling videos, oh for sure, I am more than happy to make sure I get all of my equipment and everything, and do more of those. I have a lot of fun even playing by myself. You know, playing the wrestling games by myself and just doing fantasy booking. You can never go wrong with doing fantasy booking. You never go wrong with that. But yeah, I'm actually gonna lay down and continue to stream. You know, I appreciate the support and the love, man. You know, it's all unfiltered shit. This is all me chilling, hanging out. Supposed to be going to work today, but I think I was granted a day off. I'm not too sure. I should go find out. Let me see. I'm actually doing the stream on my iPhone, but I'm going to go through my iPad Pro and see if that is actually accurate. Give me a second, guys. I actually have to download the app. Shit. My job has this group chat that we exchange messages with each other and gives the play-by-play on what's going on with our jobs. So I just want to make sure everything is still. Wait, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? Is that the one I need? I don't even know what this is. Hold up. Sorry, viewers. I just need to confirm something real quick. I don't want to make the mistake of thinking that I'm off. I was told that if this snow continues, we could stay in. But I don't want to do the wrong thing. I just want to make sure. I did have a talk with both of my managers. They shut down the schools. So if they shut down schools, you know it's a wrap. You know it's going to be it's going to be a shit show today if they shutting down schools. I mean, even the news said it. By the way, I'm from New York City. I'm in the New York City area, Manhattan, and they're legit shutting down schools. So whoever's still here, man, state your name, where you're from. Wrestle Kingdom was a really, really good event. I missed the first half of it. How bad is the snow? Well, when I got home from outside, it was snowing pretty bad. I don't know if it's sticking yet, but that's yet to be seen. Oh wow, that's awesome, man. Hello from England. Hello to England. Why can't I download this damn app? So sorry, I'm just like focused on this app because I don't want to back out of this chat, this live stream, to see if I got any important messages. like so tired. Like really fucking tired. Wish I had a small little light. I can turn this one off. It's just like it has some light facing me. I mean, I do have my MacBook. The light is pretty bright, but might be a little too dark. See what the hell is going on? I can't even like download this app. I need it. Let's try this again. It's app. Okay, let's try this again. Hey, what's going on, viewers? Welcome to the stream. Just finished watching Wrestle Kingdom 12 New Japan Pro Wrestling on the New Japan Pro Wrestling World website. Very good match, very good night, very good event. Very pleased, very satisfied. And right now I'm not satisfied because it's not downloading this damn app. I'm gonna have to back out from this live. So if you get disconnected, just stay where you are. I just want to back out. If I, like I said, if this live stream gets disconnected, just stay in the chat and then reload the page if you have to. I just need to check a message. So if this live stream disconnects, stay where you are. Send a message. I'm not leaving. I'm coming right back. Thank you. Thank you, Joe. I just had to check a message. So I'm debating if I want to WWE or New Japan Pro Wrestling. Me, I was actually brought up watching all facets of wrestling, whether it was WWF, World Championship Wrestling, or WCW. The early days of ECW, or before it was ECW, Eastern Championship Wrestling, and New Japan Pro Wrestling. I've always been a fan of New Japan Pro Wrestling. I was like one of the ones that watched that more than WWF. I watched WWF because it was easy to watch, but I always had access, thanks to my uncle, of like VHS tapes of New Japan Pro Wrestling matches and knowing about it because he was always a overseas dude. You know, he put me on foreign video games, you know, imports and stuff like that. And I've always been interested in knowing what's outside of this country. And pro wrestling and video games was one of those things. So, if I had to choose, I mean, I really love New Japan. Like, for sure. I love New Japan Pro Wrestling. I mean, of course, I have my favorites that I'm more I guess I'm more like relatable to, or more connected to, like, you know, the Steve Austins and the Rocks and the you know, DXs and NWOs and, you know, the Jerichos, you know, those good times, those good days. So of course I'm more relatable with those facets of American pro wrestling. Whereas like the entertainment value, or sorry, I don't want to say entertainment value, the quality of wrestling. I'm more into like the stiff, you know, believable execution of moves, and I don't know, it was just something about it. You know, when it was old Japan and New Japan, and you know, I love Noah, you know, that kind of stuff. I love that. I love that to this day. Um, there's a lot more passion, and yeah, it's just a lot more passion when it comes to the Japanese wrestling. I love it, you know, I really do. Once again, I don't want to take anything away from WWE and WCW and ECW. I'm a huge ECW fan. Like huge ECW fan. I used to stay up at night just to watch ECW. While my mom was asleep, my mom would be asleep, and then I would sneak and turn to ECW, and just like, I loved it. I watched all the pay-per-views when they had the pay-per-views, you know, the Barely Legals and the Living Dangerously and the Guilty as Charged and December to Dismember and November to Remember and
Um, am I missing another one? Heat Wave. All those good pay per views. Good stuff, man. I might be missing a few, but I really miss those days of ECW. Huge ECW whore. Loved it. Loved it. Loved every minute of it. WCW had some good moments and some good times and some good runs too. I missed the Monday Night Wars, um, where I had, like I said, I mentioned earlier in the stream that I had a reason to want to rush home and to in the tune in on Monday Night Raw and tune in on Monday Night Nitro and Thursday Night Thunder and Thursday Night SmackDown and oh man, like sometimes like people will always make fun of like Velocity and Sunday Night Heat. Like I would still watch that. Like I still watch Sunday Night Heat. I still watch Velocity. Those and believe it or not, those shows like Velocity and Sunday Night Heat, those are, if I'm not mistaken, those shows are what the um the WWE live shows are that they don't televise. So like the WWE live events that they promote and advertise, those shows sometimes maybe be like the B card guys or whatever. Those are the ones that they actually televise on Sundays on Velocity and Sunday Night Heat, if I'm not mistaken. I missed that. Like just to watch the guys that you're not gonna watch a Monday Night Raw because there's no room for them. So you just watch them on a Sunday, and at least you had wrestling content to watch on a Sunday. So that was like the warm you up, especially if there's like no pay per view, especially if there's a pay per view. So no correction, if there's no pay per view, if there's no pay per view, um, we get to watch Sunday Night Heat and Velocity. You get to watch that. When there was a pay per view, you had something to look forward to. So I miss those days, man. I really do. No one is like those are the shows that no one really cared about. They just cared about Raw and SmackDown. And me, I watched everything. I watched Velocity and Heat and there's another uh, like B class show. I think it was something that WCW had. Damn, I don't even remember. My brain is not even functioning right now. Like I went out drinking last night. What is your favorite WWE pay per view? My favorite WWE pay per view, um, pay per view as a whole, I would have to say, believe it or not, it's not even a WrestleMania. It's not even a WrestleMania. I would say, Vengeance 2001. Vengeance 2001. Um, I could say was my favorite. I mean, it's probably ones that I remember. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's ones that I remember that are in the past or in the present. Um, but pay per view as a whole, it's kind of tough because I loved Vengeance 2001 for the simple fact of we had Kurt Angle versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, and then we had The Rock versus Chris Jericho for the titles because The Rock was a champion and Kurt Angle was a champion. Um, Steve Austin beat Kurt Angle, and then the next match was Chris Jericho versus The Rock, and then right after that, Jericho beats The Rock, and then the glass shatters, and you see like Stone Cold Steve Austin like fucking limping down the ramp because he suffered an ankle lock from Kurt Angle the match before, and they do they match, and Chris Jericho wins both titles. He won the World Heavyweight Championship title and the WWF Championship, and that I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. If I have to say, I will never forget that moment. Like if you can, just go on YouTube, and just type up Vengeance 2001, or maybe it's on the network, and don't skip through nothing. Just watch. It was three big time matches, like back to back to back. I mean, we got the Angles, the Rocks, the Austins, the Jerichos. I mean, it was such a good night, and that I'll never forget. And if I have to say like a dead second, it would probably be the WWE's or I guess ECW One Night Stand in 2005. ECW One Night Stand 2005, where Rob Van Dam defeated John Cena for the WWE title. I would say that was probably my second favorite event that night because all the matches were good. Um, we got to see, the ECW OGs or the ECW legends. It really didn't feel like I knew WWE was behind it, but it didn't feel like a WWE product. It still felt like Paul Heyman was still behind it. It was still at the Hammerstein Ballroom. That was just the feeling that I had. The other people may think different or feel differently about it, but that was the feeling that I had watching that ECW One Night Stand, and it was some really good matches. It had Rey Mysterio versus Sabu. It had if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was that 2005 One Night Stand. It had don't like I said, don't quote me on this, but it did. That was one of the nights that did have Mike Awesome versus um uh shit. I got a brain fart. I can't even think right now. I'm so tired. Um, Masato Tanaka. Masato Tanaka. Oh man, he's one of those guys that like I love watching his match, especially his feuds with Mike Awesome. Um, he had really big feuds in ECW, and I think don't quote. I believe they did have a match at that 2005 One Night Stand. It was Masato Tanaka and Mike Awesome, which they always had great matches. Um, I missed the days of the Tajiris and the Mikey Whipwrecks and the Super Crazies and Kid Cash matches. The Jerry Lynn and Rob Van Dam matches were fucking incredible. Jerry Lynn and Rob Van Dam matches were cool. Tajiri and Super Crazy matches, they look like New Japan. Those matches when they had their feuds, they look like New Japan pro wrestling matches. They look like New Japan matches because of the disrespect and the way they were just going at it. Like the chemistry was just so good, and especially when they had the pairing of Super Crazy and Kid Cash versus Tajiri and Mikey Whipwreck. Um, Man, that was sight to behold. Great matches, great tag team matches. Um, I missed the real Rhino, like the ECW Rhino. I missed that so fucking much. Um, the Rhino and Sandman feud. And that's just like I'm not even really talking about WWE, but just ECW in general. Just all that stuff ties in with the One Night Stand stuff. Like Tommy Dreamer versus Raven feud. Unfucking real, unbelievable. So raw and edgy. Um, the chair shot heard around the world, where Raven is like crucified on the cage in handcuffs, and like Tommy Dreamer screams like EC fucking W, and just goes across his head with the steel chair. Epic moment. Chair shot heard around the world. That's all you got to do. Just look that up. ECW chair shot heard around the world. The Rob Van Dam and Jerry Lynn matches, the Sabu and Terry Funk barbed wire match, incredible. Sabu tore his bicep in the barbed wire during the match with Terry Funk, and he fucking duct tapes his arm. He duct tapes he takes a athletic tape, a medical tape, and like tapes his arm together with the fucking medical tape because he tore his bicep. He continues on with the match. Unbelievable. Taz and Bam Bam Bigelow. Whoa, those feuds were awesome. Taz and Bam Bam Bigelow matches were amazing. Um, I missed the franchise, but it was Bam Bam Bigelow, Lance Storm, and uh, Shane Douglas. I think it was Lance Storm. Was it Lance Storm or was it Just Incredible? I think it was Just Incredible. Maybe it was Just Incredible. Just Incredible, Bam Bam, and they was called the Triple Threat. It was Shane Douglas franchise. I think it was Just Incredible and Bam Bam Bigelow and Francine, the head cheerleader, Francine. Um, I miss. I think it was Lance Storm or Just Incredible. I really don't remember, but like this is just good days, the good days of ECW. when it was something. It was about something, and it was really like blood, sweat, and tears. Um, Sandman and Cactus Jack matches. New Jack, oh forget about it. The Gangsters with Mustafa and New Jack. Steve Carino, can't forget about Steve Carino. King of Old School. Steve Carino was good. Um, yeah, man. ECW was just fucking fun. It was amazing. It was good matches too. My favorite wrestler. Um, can I pick more than one? um, if I could pick more than one, um, it's kind of tough to pick one because I have a few favorites that I can watch all day, every day. But if I had to choose my favorites, number one, I mean, I don't. All right. I mean, I gotta, I gotta. The three that I would pick would fall in a category as one, and that is Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and CM Punk. Um, those three guys I can watch all day, every day. Like I could watch CM Punk, his promos, his matches. I mean, I just love Phil Brooks. I love the guy. Um, he's fucking awesome. I love Phil Brooks. I love CM Punk. I love Stone Cold Steve Austin with his promos when he was face Austin, heel Austin. Um, I like The Rock when he was with Nation of Domination, and he became, when he was Rocky Maivia, and they was crowd was chanting "Die Rocky, die!" Like they really fucking hated him. They wanted him to die. Um, but of course, The Rock's promos, like I couldn't help but to get. I still to this day, I still watch a lot of the Stone Cold Steve Austin promos and the Rock promos, and just anything CM Punk. I love Phil Brooks. I love CM Punk, but if I had to put like the first two, like elite two guys, it would have to be Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. I can't choose one out of the two. Um, I can't. All the promos were real and good and entertaining, and it was off the cuff. None of that shit was scripted. It was like, hey, I need you to read this, go out there and try to remember it. No, none of that shit. They do that today, but none of that shit back then. That's why I love CM Punk so much. 'Cause he didn't read no damn script. All that shit was off the cuff, from the hip. No script. So, yeah, if I had to choose some guys, it would definitely be um, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and CM Punk. Hands down. I love CM Punk's promos. I love The Rock's promos. I loved when they gave CM Punk creative control of his promos and his gimmick. I love that so much, and I've been watching CM Punk forever. I've been watching CM Punk when he used to come out with no microphone. He's legit. He'll come out with no microphone, but just hold his hand like he's talking in the microphone, and just cut a fucking promo. He just cut a promo with no microphone. And there's been times where he came out with a bullhorn before he ever did it in WWE when he cut his mic off. He used to come out with a bullhorn and cut a promo like that too. So like CM Punk definitely would have held his own in the Attitude Era. He would have definitely held his own in ECW, the real ECW, not WWE ECW. But someone just to cut a promo like that off the cuff like that, that's talent. Macho Man Randy Savage is a perfect example. Cut a promo off the cuff, from the hip, no script, just him just ranting and raving about shit, and it all makes sense. What do I think about TNA Impact Wrestling? Uh, it's funny you asked me that. I would say when it first started, it was. I mean, it was cool to watch. I mean, they had Scott Hall and Ron Killings, who is R-Truth now. Um, uh, I wasn't a fan of the product when it had like Main Event Mafia. It was like Booker T and all those guys. I miss the TNA. The TNA that I miss. I'll tell you the TNA that I miss. I miss the good old X Division days of TNA. And it had Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, like that what was it? AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. Or was it Christopher Daniels? I think it was Christopher Daniels and Samoa Joe. Either Christopher Daniels versus Samoa Joe or AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe in TNA. Like that era was fucking amazing. Like, Low Key was there. Low Key was there. Um, like I said, Christopher Daniels. This is just before Kazarian was tag team partner with Christopher Daniels. It was just what was it called? The something Angel. I can't remember. Um, but yeah, it was Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, um, Low Key, Amazing Red, Amazing Red. Can't forget about Amazing Red. Um, I seen Amazing Red at a live show before. It was really cool. But yeah, Amazing Red, Low Key, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe. Am I a fan of the Shield? Um, I was a fan of the Shield when CM Punk introduced us to the Shield. Not a people remembered. CM Punk is responsible for the Shield. That was his idea, and Vince and everybody else took it and ran with it. That was CM Punk's idea. The Shield was CM Punk's idea. Um, I was a fan of the Shield when people thought CM Punk was responsible for the Shield triple power bombing everybody through tables and shit, and triple power bombing people in the ring and shit. And they was accusing CM Punk for the shit, and CM Punk would just sit in the skybox with his arms folded while the Shield do their thing, and everybody's accusing CM Punk for sending these people out to do the shit. I thought that was pretty cool. So that early era of the Shield, it's actually not bad. That early era of the Shield. Um, I always thought that Seth Rollins would have been the guy in that group. Always thought Seth Rollins would have been the guy in that group. I would never thought it was going to be Roman Reigns. Always thought it was going to be Seth Rollins because he had that look. And he just had this look that he's just going to be the next guy in the group. I really thought that. And Vince McMahon caught a fucking hard on over Roman Reigns because he has that look, and women like how he look, and the kids like him, and shit like that. So it just took off from there. So I like the early Shield. Early Shield was cool. I like them coming down to the audience, and anytime you hear the static, the uh, Sierra Echo, like I'm sorry, what is it? Sierra Hotel Echo Delta, whatever. I can't remember. I think I forgot. I think I forgot the L. Lima, yeah. What is it called? Sierra Hotel Echo something. I don't fucking remember. But that's really cool. That's really cool. I missed those days. Um, what was it? Sierra Hotel Echo something Lima. Can't remember. But yeah, early Shield was cool. I do miss early Shield. Early Shield was pretty cool. I like the feud between what I did like about the Shield. I'll tell you one thing that I did find entertaining was when we finally got that matchup or that face to face with the Shield versus the Wyatts. I thought that was really cool. I thought that was really awesome. That was something that was cool. It wasn't set up as the way I wanted it to be set up, but we did get to have it. We did get it or witness it. I also liked when Bray Wyatt partnered up. It was a tag team match. It was Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns. And I can't remember who the other two guys were. And I thought that was a really cool tag team match when they was tag teaming together. And there's a sequence in that match where Um, Bray Wyatt did Sister Abigail to somebody, and then he points the gun like a gun, like he's pointing like like this. At the same time, Roman Reigns speared the dude as he's trying to pin. It was so cool. Like he did Sister Abigail, then Bray Wyatt pointed at the dude that was about to get speared, and went like this, and then Roman Reigns speared the dude at the same time. He pointed at him to shoot him, and then he got the pin. I thought that was a fucking awesome ass sequence. Look up that match, by the way, on YouTube. It was Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns tag team partners, and it was an episode of Raw. And that was like that. First of all, the match was really good. It was a really good match. This is when they was giving the supposed push to Bray Wyatt, and they was tag team partnering. It was partnering up. I think this is around the time Seth Rollins was with the Authority, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, man, that segment, that whole sequence was just fucking dope. That whole sequence is hot, man. Sister Abigail points to the opponent at the same time. Roman Reigns does the spear. Like, I think that was like probably the coolest moment I've seen Roman Reigns ever do, because I'm not a fan of the guy at all. But I think that was the coolest moment. I'll never forget that. There's been times where I go back to YouTube and watch that segment and watch that sequence. So yeah, pretty much. Can't believe I'm really up with you guys, man. Thanks for the support, man. Thanks for the love. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm so fucking tired. What do you think about the Braun Strowman and Kane rivalry? Kane is just gonna be the fall guy. Kane is gonna take the pin to protect Braun Strowman. That's all that's about. Kane is actually on his way out of here, and as you know, he's running for mayor. Um, but to make it to not for us to not see Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar again, which was a very very bad match. They'll stack the deck to make it more interesting, involve Kane to protect Braun Strowman because you gotta make Braun Strowman strong still. You gotta make him look strong. You gotta make him good. He's now a face. Um, so in that match, Kane will take the pin just to protect Braun Strowman. Because if Braun Strowman takes the pin, it's gonna make him look weak. So that's the only reason why that rivalry is going on. Hell, it could have been fucking Big Show. You know what I mean? It didn't even have to be Kane. It could have been Big Show. It could have been Mark Henry. But being that Kane is a current active wrestler, and I guess he's trying to get his last run. Hey, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he wins that match. Just like how that triple threat match with Baron Corbin, um, Dolph Ziggler, and Bobby Roode. Like, I didn't think Dolph Ziggler was gonna win. I thought he was gonna be the fall guy and take the pin because he was jobbing out for a long fucking time. You know, he would have been the fall guy just to protect Bobby Roode because they were trying to give Bobby Roode a push. So I would see Dolph Ziggler taking like jobbing to the two just to protect Bobby Roode and Baron Corbin to retain or something like that. But nope, they gave it to Dolph Ziggler. So in this match, I wouldn't be surprised if they do a curveball or a swerve, copy exactly what they did on SmackDown pay-per-view, and have Kane win the title. Which wouldn't make sense because it would make Brock Lesnar look very weak. And they have to make Brock Lesnar like stack all these bodies up to make him really feel like, yo, this dude is like King Cooper, like he's Bowser, like he is the super boss. And the only man to beat him is who else? Roman Reigns. So they gotta really, really make Brock Lesnar super, super strong. They gotta make him look super, super strong. Take on uh, um, Braun Strowman and Kane and leave with the title. Come on, man. And Kane is gonna take the fall because he's a vet. He know how the business work. He's gonna protect Braun Strowman. He has to help Braun Strowman become a big entity, a big being, a big big force in the company when Kane leaves. There's no big guys. There's no big athletic guys like how Kane was big and athletic back in the day. There's no big and athletic guys, but Braun Strowman, you gotta do that. Like, Kane is being the teacher for this match or this whole feud to prep Braun Strowman to wherever he turns heel again, or whenever he's a formidable threat. He's a formidable threat to uh, um, Brock Lesnar and or Roman Reigns. So I don't really care about the feud, but I already know what they're doing. They're grooming Braun Strowman. He's young. He's a young guy, so they gotta groom him, and this is the perfect match to do it. You got two veterans in the game, Brock Lesnar and Kane, or Glenn Jacobs, and of course, Kane will take the fall, take the pen to protect Braun Strowman, to make Braun Strowman still strong and relevant, to still keep him in the picture, to keep in the race. Because when that belt comes off of Brock Lesnar at Mania, Roman Reigns is gonna have the title, and then they'll give more matches to choose from. We could have another Braun versus Roman Reigns, or um uh whomever else they want to put with fucking Cesaro versus Roman Reigns. I love Cesaro. You know, he's overlooked too. So I would like to see something new. But that's the only reason why Kane isn't existent. They have no other matches to create for Lesnar until Mania. They have no other matches to create, so they gotta fucking throw in another guy, and of course it'll be Kane. He's gonna take the fall to protect Braun, not make him look weak, keep Braun strong again, and that's that. But don't be surprised if they do a swerve, and the title does change hands, but I highly doubt that. That's highly unlikely that they'll take the title off of Brock Lesnar. They already have it written in stone for Roman Reigns to face Brock Lesnar at Mania. They already have it written in stone, so it is what it is. It's inevitable. It's been inevitable. Yeah, I'm fucking cold. But yeah, I don't really care about that Kane and Braun Strowman storyline. It's just stupid. You already see who's going out, who's coming in. Kane is going out, and Braun is here to stay. So that's what that's about. Oh my god, so cold, tired. I definitely want to stream later though. I know that for a fact. I definitely want to stream later some video games or something. I don't have my equipment like my Elgato and the other stuff on me, but I can always still stream through the PlayStation 4. So if you guys are still cool with that, be sure to put a notification on any time I do a live stream or start streaming, because I usually stream to Twitch, but I think I want to start streaming on YouTube again a little more, just get some more content on my YouTube channel. Spread the word if you can. Um, I do a lot of cool, weird things. Like I'll play music, or I'll play some video games, or I'll cook or something, or talk about wrestling, give you my opinions and my thoughts, fantasy bookings and stuff, and what I think should happen or what I think could happen, stuff like that. Questions like that. I like Q&A. My goal is to do Q&As like this. So you're really helping my dream come true. Like, to do Q&As of wrestling, and what I think of this and my opinion on this. And every time you ask me something, I had an answer. So more of this would definitely help. I really think this is a lot of fun. And like I said, you only get in my opinion. A lot of the stuff I've opinionated on in the past with people have actually happened. Came into fruition, which, don't ask me how it happened, but I've been right a lot of times. So, um, yeah, it's pretty fun giving my insight on what I think can happen, or what I think should happen, or what I think would be cool if it happened. So, Most definitely. I'm having fun answering the questions. Just keep them coming. Eventually, I may have to, wrap it up in a little bit. But, you know, I have time for a couple of more. And when I do stream again later on, just like I said, just make sure you have the notification on to alert you when I'm streaming, whether it's live like this or on the PlayStation 4. Right now, I'm very comfortable, very relaxed. I've been up all day. I had work, and then obviously watching Wrestle Kingdom. Got home late, and still streaming with you guys. So thank you for the love and the support. Thank you for the likes, the subscribing, um, for the subscribes or subscriptions. I guess I'm trying to think of the proper word. I'm so fucking tired. Um, yeah, I appreciate the love. I really do. But I know for sure that I definitely do want to stream a bit later. I got some home office stuff to do whenever I do wake up. Um, like I said, oh shit, sorry about that. Again, I'm using my phone. I wish I could be using my iPad Pro, but um, that means I would have to disconnect this stream here to stream on the Pro. I don't think I feel like doing that. Already got a good thing going on right now. But I still have work to do today, despite getting the day off because of this damn snowstorm. I still have work to do on my computer. I have to do expenses and paperwork, stuff like that. Oh man, sorry for being so comfortable. I'm just like really chill and relaxed right now. But I am definitely about to wrap it up in a little bit. Um, so once again, put your notifications up, so you can know when I'm back on or when I'm streaming. Thank you so much, guys, for the love and the support. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subscribes. Um, we'll talk, I guess, a little bit more about wrestling while I play video games or whatever works. And thank you. Thank you for watching the Wrestle Kingdom show out there, bro. It is bad out there, man. Like, it's not just snow. It's just, like, heavy ass wind. Like, I just heard some shit. Like some Evil Dead shit. Yo, it sounds crazy out there, man. Yo, that shit sound crazy. Um, anyway, I'm definitely gonna be streaming later. So thanks for everyone that joined, that participated. Um, thanks for the love. I appreciate everything. Spread the word. Please subscribe, and don't forget, put your notifications up so anytime I'm streaming.